How's it going, lads, and welcome back to another video on the FM Scout YouTube channel with me, Keepers. Before we go any further into explaining what this video is about, which you probably already know since you've read the title, I have two series going on my channel at the minute. One is called When in Rome, where I've taken a club in the lower ranks of Italy called Lupa Roma FC, and I'm trying to take them up to being the best team in Italy. So if you like the sound of that, go ahead and check out my channel in the description. And also I do a Celtic FC football manager save where I'm trying to get them to win the Champions League. It's a massive task, so go over to my channel if you like the sound of that to see if I actually achieve it or not. So today, as you saw by the title, we're doing Xavi as Barcelona manager. So if you have been a fan of football for a number of years, then you will know who Xavi is. Xavi is probably one of Barcelona's best players of all time in my opinion. Let's have a look at his career stats. He was at Barcelona for, I think it was over 500 games, well that's right. He was at Al Sadd in Qatar for the 2015-2016 season. So take that away, he's played around about 550 games for Barcelona and Barcelona B. So he's one of Barcelona's legends, I would say. If we can actually go ahead and check in terms of legends, you can see, actually Xavi's not actually on there, he's under icons. Messi's under legends, but Xavi's under one of the icons. I personally think he should be moved up into legends, but Xavi, today we're going to see him as the Barcelona manager. Now, one of the best playmakers of his time and of his generation, and funnily enough, his stats as a staff member are very good. For a manager, as you can see, 20 adaptability, he doesn't really need that considering he's in Spain, but 16 determination is good, 18 judging player ability, 17 judging player potential, 17 motivating, and 20 man management. The only downside is he doesn't really have very good coaching attributes. The only good one obviously is man management, but we need to see how he does with Barcelona. Now the Barcelona are obviously predicted to finish first in La Liga, do well in the Champions League, but can Xavi actually do that for them? So he doesn't have any 10-2s or 10-not-2s. His preferred formation is a 4-4-1-1, which is pretty odd considering Barcelona usually play a kind of 4-3-3 or a 4-1-2-2-1. So it will be interesting to see how a 4-4-1-1 goes, or if he'll actually keep that, or if he'll change it. But without further ado, let's go in and see how Xavi does as Barcelona manager for the first season. And so guys, we are back 1 year into the future, and let's see how Barcelona have gotten on. Is Xavi still manager? Yes, he is. It seems that they've finished second though. Now let's see, let's go to the Spanish First Division, and it looks like Barcelona missed out by only 3 points and got second by only something like 8 goal difference. I don't know if the Spanish First Division is sorted out by goal difference or if it's sorted out by, head to head. First of all, very surprising, Eibar have finished 4th, but even more, I mean, it's not as if Xavi hasn't done well. I mean, only losing 2 games in the year. Suppose they drew 6, but they won 30, and they were only 3 points off winning it from Real Madrid. Personally, it's ridiculous to see Real Madrid finish on, 3 teams finish above 95 points. I think Xavi's done really well, but just not quite enough to got the First Division. But let's look at Barcelona. Let's see their team. Who is the top goal scorer? It's Luis Suarez with 30 goals in 52 games. Now, it's very surprising only Neymar and Messi have only scored 17 and 14. To be fair, Messi's also got 19 assists. Well, I expect Neymar and Messi to have got a lot more goals, but looking at their tactic, they did actually go with the 4-4-1-1. Ter Stegen, Alba, Umtiti, Mascherano, Roberto, although I'm assuming, Piqué played 43 games, so put him in for Umtiti or Mascherano actually. Roberto right back, Messi right midfield, Busquets and Iniesta, Denis Suarez on the left, Rafinha in attacking mid, and also Suarez up top. Obviously a lot of players, obviously Denis Suarez would have come out for Neymar, Piqué would have been for Mascherano. Who else has also been playing? Rakitic, only 17 games, 37 appearances. Tirano's played a lot, so I'm assuming he would have played in attacking mid. But I guess that's not been so bad for a first season. Let's see their schedule and let's see how they done in the First Division. So obviously went unbeaten until October and then remained unbeaten all the way until May. So really he had a fantastic time here. He's really done wonders with Barcelona at the minute. Obviously they have the team to do so, but they lost in the they won the Super Cup 3-1 in the first leg, then 1 each at home. Champions League, they got to the quarter-final and lost, is that 4-2? Yeah, they lost 4-2 to Bayern. But we're in a group stage with Leverkusen, Red Star Belgrade and Tottenham. They blasted through it, not losing a single game. beat Napoli over 2 legs at 6-2 and then lost to Bayern in the quarter-finals. In the Spanish Cup, they got to the semi-final against Real Madrid, an El Clasico semi-final, and sadly didn't win it. But I think that's a good first season for Xavi, first managerial job, and he's worked wonders. He was just very unlucky not to win the Spanish First Division. Still think it's crazy, 3 teams on over 95 points. But looking at the player stats as well, Suarez on top goal scorer, Messi top average rating, Messi top assist, Iniesta joint top assist, Messi top player of the match, Ter Stegen top with clean sheets. So I think he's been quite hard done by not winning the league, because I actually can't see any Real Madrid players apart from Navas who got into these top player stats. So with that first season done, I think Xavi's well on the way to keeping his job for a while now, because he has done great in the first season, just been a little bit unlucky. But let's continue on another season. And we're back now at the end of the second season, and let's see if Xavi is he still is, but we've come second again. Let's see in the first division. Again, we've done a little bit worse. We've now gone down to 90 points, but Real Madrid have won the league for the second season in a row. Now, you might be wondering why I didn't show the transfer history of the first season. That's because they didn't bring anyone in, and they just loaned a lot of the youth players out, so I wasn't really interested in showing you that. But this season, they brought in £46 million worth of players. They brought in Douglas Costa from Bayern Munich for £24.5 million, could rise to 43. Jorge Mer from Sporting Gijón for £18.75 million. Rennes Deckers from Ajax, who's a regen, for £2.6 million. And Manuel Goncalves, another goalkeeper regen, from Braga for £79k. They sold £27 million worth of players. They sold Sergio Roberto for £22 million to PSG. Christian Theo we don't really care about, and the rest we don't really care about. Jeremy Mathieu left on a free. Again, they did well in the league, but just not good enough. They've lost now twice to their rivals in the league. But let's see how they've done in terms of schedules. Let's take away. Okay, so let's go in. First division, obviously, again, unbeaten until December, where they lost 2 games in a row. Then had a nice run until March, and then a decent run until April, and then they finished the season quite strongly. But looking at the Super Cup, they went in the Super Cup. Champions League, that's even more bitter. They made it all the way to the final, beating teams like Salzburg, Bayern, AC Milan, Porto, Dortmund, Juventus, and they lost 1-0 to Real Madrid in the final through an early Cristiano Ronaldo goal. But at least they won at least one trophy. They beat Real Madrid in penalties in the Spanish Cup final. So Xavi now got, let's see, Xavi, let's go to Xavi. He's only got now 1 trophy to his name. Let's see, history, career achievements, and let's go to, is it landmarks? Yeah, landmarks, but as a manager, they won the Super Cup last year, and they've won the Spanish Cup this year. In terms of awards, managed at 3rd place both years in a row. In terms of managers, competitions, again, we don't really care about that. Transfers don't care about. So he's now been Barcelona's manager, lifted the Spanish Cup, and lifted the Super Cup. So he's not done so bad yet, but we're still looking for that league win. But in terms of the tactics, he's stuck with the 4-4-1-1. But first of all, let's see who was the top goal scorer. Luis Suarez increased his goals and is now going up to 40 in 53 games. Neymar's only scored 18. Messi scored 16, but got 31 assists. Unbelievable. He surely should be topping the assist chart. 21 player of the matches was incredible, but no other prolific goal scorers. Again, top goal scorer finished Cristiano Ronaldo 24, Suarez second with 22. Messi topped the average rating, Messi topped the assists. He became joint first in the player of the matches. Ter Stegen clean sheet again, and that is that. 3rd place was Athletic Bilbao, and Atletico Madrid were 4th again, but it was a 2-horse race between Barcelona and Real Madrid in the end. But Real Madrid 5 points clear this time. This season was a little bit easier for them, but they even dropped a couple of points. But as I said, looking at the tactics, stuck with a 4-4-1-1. Jordi Alba obviously played left back, so it was Ter Stegen, Alba, Umtiti, Piqué, Mer. Was Mer playing? Mer's not playing right back. Who else could have played right back? Alex Vidal, was it? No, it was probably Mascherano actually. He might have been playing right back. I don't know why he would have been, but he may as well have. Messi, Busquets, Rafinha's probably wasn't playing all the time, was he? Well, he played 36 games, so he might as well have been. Neymar, I don't think Dennis Suarez wasn't playing attacking mid. It must have been Ivan Rakitic in attacking mid, probably. Rafinha, it was actually probably Iniesta was playing centre mid as well, and Suarez up top. But we'll go into a final season, 3 seasons in, to see if Xavi can finally win the league. And finally, at the end of the 3rd season, last but not least, second again. Xavi's still the manager, and again, we lost it to Real Madrid. I say we. Barcelona lost it to Real Madrid by a point this time. We just lost one more game, and we drew 1 point difference. We'd scored less and conceded less, which again, it's kind of the better 2 halves. But I can't believe they've lost it again. Second for 3 years in a row. Real Madrid have maintained dominance over Barcelona. But let's look at Barcelona's transfers to see who on earth they signed this season. They signed Virgil van Dijk, who is formerly a Celtic player, a team I support. Signed Francisco Giraldez, signed Rodrigo Caio, which is a very surprising signing, and Luis Gustavo is a pretty good free transfer. I mean, for only 31 years old, I would definitely take him on a free. But he sold £31 million worth of players. Sergi Samper to Atletico, Denis Suarez to Liverpool, Munir to Borussia Mönchengladbach, and the rest we don't really care about. They changed formation this time. They went with a 4-1-4-1 this time, which it was quite surprising. But we'll have a look at Barcelona's team, who finished top goal scorer. Was it Suarez again? It was, but he dropped down nearly half of the goals he scored last year, down to 26. Neymar scored 19, Messi scored 16, but nowhere near the amount of assists he got last season. He only got 12 this season. Neymar got 13 assists. So I would say is this one of the worst seasons? I think this season comes second. First season was first. This comes second, and the second season ranks third, I think. But having a look at their schedule, they lost in the quarter finals of the Spanish Cup against Real Madrid. Real Madrid are they're knocking Barcelona out of everything. In the Champions League, we got to the quarter-finals and lost against Chelsea. We got through a group of Sparta Prague, Man City and Anderlecht. Beat AS Monaco in the first knockout round. Super Cup, we got to the final and we won against Real Madrid 3-0. And the First Division, again, lost on the 3rd game in. But after that, we were on a good run up until February. And then it was near the end of the season where it seems to have mucked up a little bit. 2 losses in a row, then 1 win, and then another loss against Bilbao. Probably threw away the title there. But, I mean, you'd expect Barcelona to win the league at least once. I wouldn't say Xavi has had a bad time so far, but we'll have a look at his overview. Or sorry, no, is it his career stats we're going to? No, achievements, there we go. So as manager, he's lifted the Spanish Cup, and he's won the Super Cup twice. So he's won 3 trophies in 3 years. Again, not fantastic, but at least I wouldn't say it's a complete failure. I would say the only failure is the fact that he's not won the Spanish League once in 3 years. But other than that, there's not really not much else to go through. But if you have enjoyed this episode, then please leave it a like. Comment on your opinion of this video. Would Xavi have done better if we gave him a few more years to turn it into his team, or should he have done better full stop? Also, check out my channel in the description if you do have the time. It's in the description if you just scroll down and check out. If you do check it out, then I'll hopefully see you over there. But now we'll go on to talk about the FM Scout website. So here we are on the FM Scout website. Again, it offers a whole host of tools that you guys can use to better yourself at Football Manager. In terms of scouting, you've got the FM17 Wonder Kids, Best Coaches, Free Players, Bargain Buys. If you're struggling to find players to sign, you can get a club finder and who to manage. And if you're really struggling to get a new save and get into one, you can download tactics, you can share tactics, you can ask for tactical advice if you really are struggling. In terms of add-ons, there's so many. You've got the real name fixes for things like the Champions League and Europa League and team names. You get the face packs as well, which is a nice addition if you can, obviously, your computer can handle it. You've got skins to make your Football Manager look that little bit neater. The updated kits and also random databases. In terms of tools, you've got the FM Scout Editor 17, you've got Genie Scout, you've got Mac Assistant, and you've got the pre-game editor. In terms of guides, you've got the in-depth guide, a little bit of quick tips, team guides, tutorials, hints and tricks, and the manual to Football Manager. In terms of help, you've got all your troubleshooting articles here, and as well as the blog, the latest news, experiments, the weekly digest, and memes apparently. Members as well. If you are a member of FM Scout, you'll appear under here. And football, you've got the football views, the fantasy league, live streaming, and video highlights. Again, Football Manager, FM Scout in general, the interface is very nice. You won't get lost around here. You can find loads of videos that are on the FM Scout channel as well, but I would highly recommend that you come over here to the website and just run riot. But this is going to be the end of this episode. If you have enjoyed, then please leave a like, subscribe to FM Scout as well, and I'll see you all in the next video. But until then, finders keepers, losers weepers.